Every time you sit in the saddle, your horse is feeling something. And for decades, we could only guess what. You probably picture calm cooperation, maybe even that they enjoy it as much as you do. But researchers built a system that reads 24 things a horse's body does under saddle. When they tested it on horses their own riders called sound, no issues at all. The results surprised the people who know horses best. Trained equestrians, asked to spot pain in a horse's face, got it wrong more often than they got it right, because horses are built for this exact blind spot. By the end of this, you'll see your next ride through your horse's eyes. Let's start with what their face is already telling you and why you've been trained to miss it. The face under the bridle. Watch a horse's face the next time you're in the saddle. Just the face, nothing else. There's a muscle above the eye that tightens when something hurts. The nostril pulls into a shape vets call an angled crease. And the ear, the one that should be soft, swiveling, curious, goes still, pinned back or locked hard forward. Frozen, not relaxed. None of it looks dramatic. That's what makes it work. A horse built to survive as prey has to keep functioning when something's wrong. Showing pain out in open country invites whatever's hunting them. So the signals stay small, a tightened lip, a held breath between strides, the kind of thing that reads as focus unless you know exactly what you're looking at. A team at Anglia-Ruskin University tested this directly in 2025. People were sharp at reading pain in a human face. Hand them a horse's face instead, and the accuracy dropped, even for riders with years in the saddle. The ones who did better had learned to watch one specific thing, the ears. There's a moment in every ride where your horse decides whether to trust you again. It shows up in the face first. We'll get there near the end. The 8 out of 24 line. The face is only one piece. Between 2018 and 2022, Dr. Sue Dyson and her team spent 3 years watching over 400 ridden horses, cataloging everything a horse's body does under saddle when something's wrong. 24 signs in total: tail swishing on its own beat, out of step with the stride, a hind leg that catches slightly higher than it should, ride after ride. Any single one of these means almost nothing on its own. A horse swishes its tail, it flies. Cross 8 of the 24 in the same ride, though, and the odds shift hard toward pain. 8 is the number that changes everything. Here's where it gets undeniable. Researchers didn't stop at counting behaviors. They numbed the specific area causing trouble, the same local anesthetic a vet uses before minor surgery. Take the pain away, and the 24 signs go quiet with it. That's cause and effect. Measured. Horses their owners called sound. Going great. Some of them were sitting well past the 8 mark, carrying it through every ride, every single day, unnoticed. If you're already running through your own horse's last ride in your head, that's the point. A like helps us keep making videos like this one, and subscribing means you won't miss the rest of what the research found. Your heartbeat is in the saddle too. There's a rhythm running underneath every ride, invisible to both of you. In 2024, a research team led by Alejandro Callara measured something most riders have felt but never had proof of, published in the journal iScience. Horse and rider heart rates moving together, an active pull, back and forth. 2 instruments finding the same tempo mid-song. The coupling isn't fixed. It shifts with how well you know each other. Horses paired with a familiar rider showed a stronger back-and-forth pull than horses carrying someone new. Years together and your bodies stop running as 2 separate systems. Which means the calm you hold in the saddle is doing real work. Your horse's heart reading yours in real time. Underneath the reins, underneath the seat. Faster than either of you could consciously manage. The version of you that shows up mounted matters more than the version that shows up on the ground. They feel your mood through the reins. Swedish researchers, led by Linda Keeling, tested this directly in 2009. Riders were told an umbrella would pop open as they passed a certain point in the arena. Guess, it never did. The umbrella stayed shut through the whole ride. Heart rate spiked anyway, in horse and rider both, on the exact pass where the rider expected it. The horse's alarm system sprang from something else entirely, a change in you, a beat before that umbrella would have opened. Your hands carry that same signal. A 2016 study out of the University of Sussex found horses turn their left eye toward a tense human face, the side that feeds straight into the half of the brain built for spotting threat. That's the eye a horse turns toward you the moment your grip tightens, before you've noticed it yourself. The rein speaks that language without a single word, tight fingers, a shortened breath, traveling down the leather before you've said anything out loud. The memory they carry into tomorrow's ride. In 2018, researchers Proops and McComb at the University of Sussex showed horses a photograph of a person wearing an angry expression. Hours later, that same person walked up to the horse with a completely neutral face. The horse still held back, treating them with more caution than a stranger who'd shown them nothing at all. The expression outlasted the moment it was worn. Carry that into the saddle. The tension in your face, your hands, your breath during a hard ride travels home with the horse, waiting there the next time you reach for the tack. But the reverse holds too, worth building toward, not just guarding against. A horse walking calmly into the girth, lowering their head for the bridle without being asked twice. Researchers now read that as its own signal, not the absence of pain, the presence of trust. Your horse is building two files, not one. What hurt and what felt safe. Every time you show up, something gets added to both. The moment they decide to trust you again. Here's what we came back for. It usually happens seconds after something goes wrong. A stumble, a correction that came out sharper than you meant it. Your heart rate spikes, and because of everything we just walked through, so does theirs, tracking yours almost exactly. Then there's a pause. Watch the ears in that pause, and watch the eye that was locked hard forward. The moment it starts moving again, taking in the rest of the arena instead of just you, that's the softening you're looking for. That's the decision, made fresh, in a handful of seconds, every single time something rattles the ride. A read that happens again and again, ride after ride. What you do in that pause matters more than almost anything else in the hour. One long breath out, hands that soften instead of gripping harder, your own shoulders dropping half an inch, small, and it's the whole conversation. Your horse is grading the ride on one thing only, what you did the second it stopped being perfect.